Hello and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. Tonight is another episode of Quick Whiskey Shots, which is where we do fast reviews of whiskeys, and tonight we are going to be reviewing Old Forester Rye. So here's our bottle for this review, Old Forester Rye, and just a quick history for those who have not seen my other video on Old Forester 100 proof. So the history of Old Forester is two half-brothers, George Garvin Brown and JTS Brown, decide around 1870 they want to start making whiskey, and they move to Louisville. Now these two kind of dispute over how to go about making whiskey, but eventually George Garvin Brown wins out, and his idea was to make a high quality, just better whiskey than what was currently being made by most people. Now because of this, he decides he wants to go the medicinal or medical route. He thought that would give them more prestige. So they market their whiskey as medical whiskey. Now to do this, they tried to find a doctor who would back them, and of course they do, and they find a Dr. Forester to put his name on their bottle of medical whiskey, and that is how Old Forester was born. Now to even add more to that, they become the first ever to bottle whiskey. Before this, you had to get whiskey straight out of the barrel. Well, they changed that and they start bottling their whiskey because they felt like if their customer could see what was in the bottle, they would see the quality of it. And Old Forester has been bottled for 151 years straight, ever since 1870. So that's the history of this bottle. Let's go ahead and get it poured and see what it smells and tastes like. Now this is the first pour, or what some refer to as the neck pour of the bottle. But I've had this bottle many times before and it's never let me down, so hopefully this is a good one. Let's see what we can get on the nose. All right, so rich caramels and brown sugars immediately. And you're getting that rye spice punching through, kind of a black pepper or cinnamon. And then also kind of that rye funk, like a grassy or hay note. And also maybe a little mint in there, like a peppermint. All around a very nice nose. All right, let's go ahead and go in for the taste. All right, so it is somewhat similar to the Old Forester 100 proof. You can definitely tell it's a Brown-Forman product. So you're getting that rich kind of banana, brown sugar, and caramel coming through. But then what separates this, as it being a rye, is on top of that, you're also getting kind of a spearmint and almost like an orange citrus kind of jam in there as well. Like a really sweet orange is coming through. That's really nice with those other flavors paired. And then you're also getting some cinnamon spice in there as well. Let's give it one more sip and see what else we can get. All right, so on that sip, I got even more of that orange punching through. Really strong, nice orange flavors coming in. And then also got a little bit of like a tobacco, like a sweet tobacco note in there. And then on the finish, you get a nice warm cinnamon, but it's very sweet. It's not overpowering. And that's all paired with that orange and kind of tobacco. And then of course the brown sugar and caramel. Just a really nice sipping rye. If you've never had Old Forester Rye, I definitely suggest it. So go out and buy yourself a bottle and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And as always, folks, if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you really liked it, then subscribe, because there's plenty more coming. And we'll see you in the next round of Quick Whiskey Shots. And also, as I always say, you can never have too much good whiskey.